Welcome to Dadmode, a podcast that is the Triforce of gaming, streaming, and dad life in general.
I'm saying hi to the guys. Sorry, I got a guest. A special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Go!
Hey!
This is Chase, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, actually,
we
not
got-
ladies and gentlemen, but just it's my twin.
Hello.
My twin.
In the
Do we-
future.
We keep getting future
Can we
guests.
ask him about Fridays?
Sure.
How do you like doing what do you miss Fortnite Fridays?
Yes.
You need to
Be
tell him
honest,
to start
tell him.
doing them again.
Yes.
Mhm.
When are you going to start doing them again? He's asking.
I actually don't know because my dad said he doesn't like playing Fortnite anymore.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't like playing Fortnite.
You did.
What I said was that I don't have time to play Fortnite.
You said
This is
you
backfired.
don't play those kind of games anymore. That's
Oh,
what you
so
said.
what I said was I didn't say I didn't like. I said I don't play those types of games anymore because I'm doing Cyberpunk stuff. That's
Mhm.
completely different than saying I don't like. You see, I don't like you, but I deal with
Close
you.
enough. Close enough.
Oh man. You gonna take that, Chase?
Hey, do my intro for me.
If you're new to Cyberpunk 2077 and you're trying to upgrade your gear, well, I got you.
Yes.
There we go.
That's fantastic.
Nice job.
Well done.
I
Well
love
done.
you, pal. I'm gonna have him do one of my intros for me.
Yeah, good.
See you later, pal. That's my twin.
We know,
Personality, everything.
when
Yeah.
we first started this podcast, it was like first lot of recording. My wife had to go out. She's like, "Here." Next thing you know, I've got a baby in the first episode halfway through recording.
Screw it, dude. Like, I think that's what makes the best content, though.
Mhm.
Nothing scripted. We're having fun. We're talking. We'll
Yeah.
eventually get to the actual questions, but when it does, it does. I'm actually enjoying myself. So
No, there
This
are
is
none.
good.
In fact,
That's the
right before we
thing.
started, I asked Beard, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about with him tonight?
We
like,
just wing it.
I don't know.
well, I remember you guys asked a couple of questions on Twitter.
We
Dude.
did.
On parenting
Yep.
like rewards and stuff like that with the kids and gaming.
Yeah.
And I made I said what I said was I don't I let my kids game all the time. If they want to game 24/7, they can do it. But I need specifics. So my 15-year-old is an honor student, straight A's.
Mhm.
You give me anything less than an A, you're not gaming. You're not gaming. We're gonna go back to 3 days a week. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. That is it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
if you're failing tests, you're not going to game on the weekends either.
Mhm.
So he knows his responsibilities. If he wants to game, that's what he does. He comes home, takes out the trash, makes sure that the carpets are vacuumed. We do it twice a week. So,
Yeah.
vacuum 5 days a week is kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
make sure the carpets are vacuumed. Make sure your room is clean. You're responsible for your bathroom because the
Yep.
boys have their own bathroom.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you're responsible for your own bathroom. And your brother's responsible for his room and helping you with the trash when it's too much.
Yep.
If I see the recycling's not taken out, because we go through a lot of recycling.
Yeah. yeah,
if-
my youngest hates the recycling. She's just gone to recycling, and then every second day I'm like, "Hey, that bin is overflowing. You need to get that
Yeah.
out to recycling." And she looks at me. I'm like, "Maybe you picked the wrong bin." I said, "You had the choice between general rubbish and recycling. Bottles takes up a lot more space than general rubbish." Like,
Yep. So if I see the trash is overflowing, that's a couple of hours off his gaming. So he can't come home and game. So he's like, damn, now I got to wait till 6 o'clock to game. I'm like, yeah. And that means that you go to bed at 10 o'clock though. So you only have this X amount of time. So by the way, here in Jersey, my 15-year-old son does not get homework ever
Ever?
in high school.
Really?
so
Yeah.
so over here, homework is a thing, but it's not like set in stone. It's more like, hey, this is a suggestion. You should probably look at this stuff because that's what we're going to test you on. You won't get graded on homework, but if you don't do it, that's your own problem. Like you're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage by not doing that stuff.
Correct. So the 15-year-old's like, all right, well, everything is done. So I come home and I check. And then that's when I decide, where the games. He's big into Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Counter Strike,
He's huge into it.
like in Counter Strike too.
It's kind of like that, but it's more of like
No,
defense and offense.
I know the game. I just meant like, does he like Counter Strike 2? That's a new one
So
that's
he
coming
doesn't
out.
play it on. He plays on Xbox. He doesn't play it on PC because there's a lot of cheaters. Apparently, I don't know.
There
So,
is,
and I
but
don't
there
think they
is,
have-
but still.
I don't know. So he's into that. I'm like, I can't get into that game, dude. The graphics suck, and I'm not into it. So He's like, this. I'm like, the game came out like 10 years ago. I'm not into it.
It's all right.
It's just my thought process. But whatever he likes, he likes. It is what it is. How you just started playing Cyberpunk? I'm like, bro, if you're playing Cyberpunk and your door's closed, I'm gonna be really upset with you. Because they got some adult scenes in there. I'm like, if you're playing Cyberpunk, you need to put it on,
I want the speakers
like
on.
censored. I want the it needs to be censored mode and the speakers on. And I better not find you in Jigja Street. And that's another Cyberpunk reference.
I could just imagine like he's sitting there like, how do I get through this thing? And out of nowhere, you're like, well, I gotcha.
Pretty much. I've done that already to him. I kicked in the door. I'm like, yeah? Oh, yeah? Nah. And then the 8-year-old has his own responsibilities. I understand that he's not prone to getting like really great grades, but he needs to make an effort.
Yeah.
We're going to accept the lowest from the 8-year-old right now. We're going to accept a B-. That's the lowest we're going to accept because we know his potential. We know what he's capable of doing. So if you want a game, you want to be on your cell phone, then you need to make sure you've done your reading, make sure you've done your math work, and that worksheet needs to be signed by you by what you've done, and that's it.
So that's what's daily dad about it. For me, I don't care about I don't care too much about the grades. The grades are there, but the one I look at when I get the report card is the effort, which is underneath the grades. Because to me, that effort tells me what their potential is. So if they're doing excellent, they're hitting an A, that's cool. They're hitting excellent, but they're only hitting a B. Well, they're putting as much effort as they can into it, and they can't get any better. Like, I'm not going to push it. I'm even happy with C, and they're putting excellent. But if my son, and he's the notorious one out of them all,
there's always one.
He's the one that comes in. It's like straight C's and D's, and then you look at his effort, and it's like does not bother. And it's like, yeah, dude, we got problems. We
do. Yeah, I get that, dude. So my older one, he came home with like a B in one of his classes, and I think it was like math. I'm like, bro, you're an honor student. You're on the principal's list. You're being scouted for colleges. You're in fully 15. Why am I seeing a B? Unacceptable. You're done for the week. And he's like, what? I'm like, you're done for the week. Why? Because you're acting like you don't care about this. It's just a B. To us, it's not just a B. Because you've gone from straight A's all your life to now a B.
Yes.
You're being lazy. And you're not showing effort. Yeah. So my wife's like, that's harsh. I'm like, I bet you that'll be an A next month. And lo and behold, A's. Straight A's.
I think that'll be my youngest. If she, or not youngest now, the second youngest. If she ever comes back with a B, that will freak me out because I've never seen anything less than an A from her. Except for PE, she's not really athletic, and she got a big
go into it.
She's gotten better. She got really happy the year that she got all A's in PE. She's like, look at me, I could run. But my son, he was that A student, and then over time that effort went, and that's where his grades have gone. Yeah. So he was an AB student, and then that's knowing that he has so much potential, but doesn't want to use it, I guess, is the irritating part.
Yeah, like we're working on that with my oldest son, who's always got really good grades, mostly A's. And then it went into middle school this year, 6th grade. Now he's in 7th grade, and since about the middle of last year, middle of 6th grade, it's just been hit or miss. Like, he's getting decent grades, but he keeps not turning in assignments. Like the little shit, the lazy shit.
Yeah,
it's just like takes his grade rate. And my wife and I we're on opposite ends of how to deal with the situation. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm ready to storm downstairs and be like, you're done with everything. But she's like, no, that's not going to accomplish anything. We need to be like, well, okay, how about we do this? Or maybe you need a little more of this. And I'm like, nah, just, it's all done. It's all cut off. So like the latest incident where he had like 3 Fs because he didn't turn shit in. She's like, I was about to go down. She's like, let me handle it. I'm like, all right, this is you. But if this doesn't work out, I'm taking over.
Where's your wife right now?
She's working.
Okay, good. So she's not anywhere around you guys, right? Because what I'm about to say, she's not going to like, okay? Listen to me. You've done it her way for so long, and it's not working. You need to drop the hammer on that shit, bro. As soon as you start taking things away, this is gonna sound really bad because people are like, why is he so mean? Okay. You start taking shit away, things that he wants. Oh, playing with that Nintendo Switch? I like that Nintendo Switch. Let me see that Nintendo Switch. It's mine now. All right. Oh, is that your cell phone? That's a nice cell phone. What are you watching a TikTok on there? You watching my TikToks? Oh, that's good. Let me see that cell phone. That's great. That's
my cell phone. Yeah.
Once you start taking things away that are important to them and telling them that this importance, how to get this back is how to do this, this, and this, it's going to change their mindset because now you're giving it's a reward system. These kids our kids are spoiled. All of our kids are spoiled. They don't work for anything anymore. That's the problem. Gaming devices, all our old shit becomes their shit.
Yeah.
You know, we've built ourselves up so high that we no longer have to they don't have to work for a reward because it's there for them already. TVs in every bedroom, game consoles in every bedroom, computers, laptops, gaming devices, handhelds, cell phones. They have everything. So in order to get that control back in that need for something, you have to take things that are important away from them. And that's how I work it in my house. My boys love gaming. They love gaming. But when they come home and they don't see the Xbox controllers there, they're going to be that's a problem. What's the problem? Or when they come home and the remote controls to the TVs are gone, you know, there's a problem.
We'd never gone over it before. There's I always said I have, I'm like that. I'm very similar to you, Dan. Like my wife and I, polar opposites. One of the things that I've added, and it's like kind of a security thing towards the children because they've all got their age limits into it. But my wireless mesh in the house, every kid has their own profile and all their devices are in their profile. So it knows that the 15-year-old's the 15-year-old. It knows the 10-year-old's the 10-year-old, etc. Brilliant thing about it is if they irritate me, I open up the app and go, oh, yeah, cool. Bailey, no internet. And just her devices can't access the internet. No one else is. Everyone else is good. It's like having this powerful controller in my hand that at the drop of a switch, I can just kill the internet on it.
No, that's I call that parenting. You can't go around and just talk all the time. Sometimes you have to show force. I look at it like I look at it like the police system. You know, why do we have police? If you could just talk to everybody and fix situations by just talking to people, we wouldn't have police.
Yeah.
Right.
It's you know, it's like it doesn't make any sense how you should talk. We've talked for days. The amount of time that I talk is hours and hours of time.
Yeah.
And it hasn't resolved anything. So what do I do to resolve that issue? Show force, not physical. I don't have to get physical. You know, maybe a flick in the ear. I use the flick, man. They hate the flick. You know,
it's like if diplomacy worked with governments, why do we have the biggest military in the world?
Facts.
Yeah.
So you have to show force sometimes. You're the dictator of your own home. Yes. You could be passive and you can be, you know, open-minded and forth-willing, but at the same time, you gotta show force. Like, nope, I'm cutting that shit out now. You guys are running around the house. I told you 10 times. Stop running down the stairs. Somebody's gonna fall through the railing. Railing breaks.
You know, I'm the responsible one. Like we use that as excuse when I shattered my ankle just before I met all you guys, and then we got into TikTok and that's what repositioned me into how I looked at streaming and content creation. But I fell down the stairs and destroyed my ankle. So I'm the reason that we go, you want to end up like me? You know, you don't run down those stairs. You don't be like an idiot.
Picture you on the wall. Don't be like me. Don't be like me with the X on it.
One of my children got a stuffed doll that year for Christmas or something, and it's like she was at the top of it. She dropped it. And it fell down the stairs. It's like, look, it's Dad.
Oh shit!
I was like, damn, that's nasty. Thanks. I've got metal plates and rods up my leg now because of that.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough. Yo, you all right over there, man? You look past it. Like you look like you're deep in thought right now.
No, I'm trying not to.
He's in trouble.
I swallowed something the wrong way, and I'm trying not to choke to death. But yeah,
we're gonna edit that swallow the things the wrong way out. We don't want people using that against you.
That's cool. So I think your approach is the approach. I think a lot of people. I have a feeling it's generational. Like we're both Gen X, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like younger generations are a lot more gentle parenting.
I got my ass whooped, man.
Me too.
I got my ass whooped.
Me too. Like for me, it was like it was no. You do.
I don't even got
jobs,
a belt around to slap it just for that noise.
Or you don't get any, or you don't get anything. You know what I mean? Like
thinking about it.
It was like I think in a lot of cases a lot of us raised ourselves too, more or less. I know I did.
I'm the oldest out of 5, and my parents were always working, so we had to do a lot of things. My sister and I had to do a lot of things around the house, and just to keep, our responsibilities. We were told we had to. These were our jobs in the house.
Yeah.
And my parents worked, and our jobs was to make sure the house was clean. We fix this side, we do that. This person does that, and we stayed with our little brothers and sisters at the time because that's what our parents wanted. We didn't know any difference. We didn't know that was the right way or the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
We only knew what they wanted us to do. Nowadays, our kids question us, "Why are we doing this?" Because we're asking you to. But that doesn't seem right. Like it's not about right and wrong. It's about me telling you what to do and you doing it. End of discussion. Yeah. Like I'm asking you to murder somebody. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So if your kids wanted to get into streaming, would you let them?
Yeah, I would. It would be, I would be sitting on the sideline, and I would be doing all their work for you. Like I do it for Chase. Like I put Chase in front of the camera sometimes. I let him do it. Problem is that we got a lot of sickles out there.
Yeah.
And if there was a way to have them stream like on YouTube Kids, where it's centered to a specific crowd, then that would be great. But right now, there's nothing we can do. Like he can't even have a TikTok anymore. He used to be able to.
Right.
I told Wolf this before in past. I had my son streaming for a while, probably a couple of years ago. But how it worked was he didn't end up doing the cam. I just ended up saying no to the camera. I tossed it around. We did sometimes, we didn't. I ended up landing with no to it. So it's just gameplay only because there's heaps of streamers that make it without a cam. But I had to be online. So for him to go online, I had to have the free time to mod. Whether it have it on my phone. Like I could be in the lounge room, but I needed to have the app on my phone so I could watch you stream and mod. But then it was a highly censored, and you can do it with Twitch. You drop that profanity filter to like the extreme on Twitch.
Yeah,
you can't.
You can't even talk on there.
You pretty much can't talk, and and you can set a delay between that and the streamer. So I could set it so he couldn't really see the chat as it was coming through, but I could see the chat quickly before it and monitor it before he could get to it.
So I had about 200 words blocked from Chase, and that took forever, dude. Just coming up with like the splits. So I went out to YouTube and picked up like explicit words that can't be used, and it gave me a whole list, and I just copied and pasted it.
Yeah,
but it took a while just to like get it right, and he did it a couple times, and somebody came on there, just started making some like gestures and stuff like that. So I was like, "Yo, we're done. So never did it again."
Yeah, okay.
But it's kind of creepy.
It is. It is. All right. No. That's a keyboard you're looking at.
I sent them a new picture of myself.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is that?
What is that?
What is that?
That's what a man looks like, baby. Well, I gotcha.
So to answer my own question, I would let my boys stream if they wanted to. I think there's some unsavory parts about it, but I feel like the process of it has so many benefits.
Yeah.
You get comfortable talking to people, being more extroverted, you learn to think on your feet, and then you learn a lot of technical skills. Graphic design, social media management, video editing, audio production, all that kind of stuff. And all of those things, and I know Beard is probably tired of hearing me say this, like all of those things can become jobs for them if they wanted to do them when they grew up. Like those will be your career, and you'll make a lot more money than most people do streaming, So I don't really have a lot of problem with it. I agree with you. It's when they're younger, under 16 at least, keeping them away from like that shitty side of viewers on social media platforms.
It's hard to control it.
It is.
So I don't censor any of my kids from anything except for adult content. And the reason being is that I need them to understand that this is how the world is.
You do what the rest of us did and run behind the curtains at a Blockbuster.
Yeah, like exactly. Remember that? Remember that?
Sneak that shit in.
No, I was good.
You shut your mouth. I was standing right next to you. I saw everything.
You're like, what do you think of this one?
We're about the same age, aren't we? I'm 41. I just turned 41.
39.
5 years older than you.
Are you really? Damn.
Yeah.
That's the
I know. I look good.
Camera.
Good for you. I hit on you.
Actually, he's got a really good light filter on top.
See, I don't even have, bro. I have nothing. This is damn Danny without a hat on. Ever. You never see me without a hat on. That's nothing.
Well, I need to brush my locks. Yeah.
Dude, did you like tattoo it onto the top of your head? Because I was thinking of doing that.
No, you know what though? I have to keep it this short now because like it's a lot thinner up here than on the side.
That's why I've done that.
I have to constantly shave it.
I've done it just because this is getting thinner here. So I'm like, stuff it. It's all gone now. Like,
dude, it's still dark. Like yours is like dark, man. Mike, this is 4 days old.
Yeah, this is
like there's nothing here.
This is 2 days. 2 days old.
Yeah.
So I'll rip
super jealous,
again.
man. Super jealous. I miss those days. I'm gonna send you guys pictures of me when I was like in my teenage years. You're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Long Fabio locks.
Yeah. I had
like
curly hair. I got the curls.
In like 30 years, I can imagine Daniel. Denture's not staying in your mouth. Here's some new space. I got you.
I'll do that.
let me. You know what? You know what fucked me up, man? That stupid age filter that they had going on for a while. I used that age filter, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's what I'm really gonna look like." And my
god, the age filter!
I tested it out because I used it on my dad on one of his young photos, and I looked just like he does right now. I was like,
oh, really? Yeah.
Fuck. I was like, this was like all like here and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. Like I gotta like I was like, oh no. I was like, I hope Botox is a lot cheaper.
I need some like Olay lift formula.
Oh, dude.
I just know that I have to stay married because I'm not getting anyone else.
Listen, you got me, buddy. Okay, I'll be there for you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No, so one of the things that my biggest concern was when I was letting Chase, do his thing is that, someone would say something and he would read it out loud.
Yeah.
And that would just like trigger the whole spiral of like what's going down. And that was like one of my biggest concerns. But for the meantime, like I just let him get on there. And a lot of the people that I used to stream with, I don't stream with anymore. Mm-hmm. And they were more like guardians for like him and stuff like that. Like, they would game with him as well. And they would get on it. You got to find the right people to do stuff with.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. And right now I let him play Fortnite and I let him do the battle royales.
Yeah.
But he can't talk to people. He's not allowed to use the microphone.
Right.
And unless he's gaming with like his school buddies, and he's got a couple of school buddies.
He's got his squad. Yeah, he squads together.
Yeah, he's got his squad. He's got 3 or 4 people he games with, and I specifically know them because I do fall baseball and stuff like that. So I have my little league team, and a lot of the kids are on the same team and stuff like that. So that's how I know that he's safe. But besides that, he's not allowed to chat with people on Halo. He's not allowed to chat with people on Apex. He's not allowed to. By the way, Chase, he's gonna be an Apex Predator. He's that good. I'm like, good. I wish I was that good. Yeah, man. I'm like,
carry me.
Doing that?
Carry me.
I'm like, carry me. Like, you know what it is? It's a young blood, man. Those fast reflexes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had 2 boys, so I think it's different for me than it is for parents with girls.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be biased about the whole girl thing, but I feel a sense of more protection that a female needs than a male does. And if I had a daughter, I would like my daughter to be just as tough as the boys, but that's not going to happen when they're kids. They'll build into that toughness. Like when they're little, like they're young, Chase's age, Chase is like, we got into a car accident on Wednesday. Somebody drove into us and, he freaked out and he's still freaked out. And I'm like, imagine a female in the car, a little baby, a little girl. Like I'd be freaked out,
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I do remember seeing that on Twitter. Yeah.
What, the car accident?
Yeah, yeah. You said that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Remember, we don't call we don't call it X here, by the way. It's Twitter.
No, it's still Twitter.
It's
yeah.
still Twitter. Yeah.
I remember seeing the car accident when I drove into you.
Oh shit!
You know,
listen,
insurance is not covering it.
I don't have a lot of things, and I work really hard for the things that I do have. And you know, when something like that happens, I'm like, shit, dude, like that worked hard for this. I'm still paying for this. I get it, insurance and this and that, but you know, responsibilities in life. I cannot have a car. I got to get a rental, and I got to deal with this, and I got to deal with that. And I don't have the time.
Morph knows all about that. The deer didn't pay for his car.
Oh shit!
No, the fucking deer didn't.
Dude, you didn't have comprehensive?
I did. I got it. It got taken care of eventually. They almost totaled the car, and then they decided to cut me a break and not do that. So,
yeah, dude, like trying to get a car now with the way things are here in the States, it's
hard,
like,
man. I've just had to buy a car like 2 months ago, and every car I wanted to buy, because I've had a company car for the last 10 years. So it's when I changed jobs, they said, hey, we'll give you money. You buy your own car, but we'll cover all the costs. You just got to buy your car. And I said, cool. That's sweet. I can drive what I want for once. Everywhere I went to go find a car, you're looking at 6 months, a year to get here. Like we're just behind on manufacturing. And I'm like, I don't want to wait that long.
That's right. You live in a third world country. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's bullshit.
Where in Australia do you live, by the way? Like
Brisbane.
Whereabouts?
Like Brisbane. Like,
I have no idea what that is.
It's
that close?
East Coast, right along the beach, Gold Coast. So it's
nice.
Touristy town. Like it's one of probably say the third biggest city in Australia.
Okay,
cool.
But it's the capital of my state. Like that type of, I'm not.
You got room for us?
I got plenty of room. It's Australia,
dude. We're gonna do 90 days there, bro. 90 days. We're gonna stream for 90 days.
Yeah, okay, we're done.
Let's do it.
We're done. We'll find a shack.
Let's do it. Fucking find a shack, stream for 90 days. How much money you think those guys made together? They would have to split that, right?
No. I think what he was doing YouTube at the same time while doing that, by the way. Like creating YouTube content to send to his editors, and his editors were making content and publishing it at the same time. Like he was covering all bases on it. And then the other Twitch streamer that was there, he was doing a little stream on his own Twitch channel every so often. But I think, I said to Morph, I don't know the details, but I would assume he would at least given the other streamer, 50K, 10K or something a day, pretty much to be there. Like he would have made close to 300,000 off that.
You said it was a sub for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah,
45 days
it worked out
times 24 hours a day times 60 minutes an hour.
It was like 280,000.
Like, yeah, that's like 3.8 something million. But obviously, I must have done my math wrong.
No, it's about 200. It's about 280 to 360,000. I think I worked it out to be.
Jesus Christ!
That was Australian, so it'd be closer to that 400,000 to 500,000 US.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Even if those were all tier 1, that's 1.5 million.
No, that's tier 1 dollar value. I'm talking like if it was just tier 1s, not including ad revenue, sponsorships, YouTube money, etc. I thought out of just tier 1s, it would have been about 280 to $360,000.
That's a lot.
That was dollars.
Okay.
But even if you gave your neighbor, 50K, he kept 50K and gave the other Twitch 50K.
Yeah.
That's still, 200K in his pocket. Plus his editors. I think he pays his editors about 50K a year because he's got 3 of them to do all his content. So he's paying his editors. Like he's covered his costs. He was giving away a PC a day too through that. One full gaming PC as a raffle a day.
So when you continue to grow, Damn Daniel, you gonna hire us?
I thought I already hired you, Morph.
That's true. I'm working pro bono now, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You are working pro bono now because how am I supposed to? Listen, man. You guys, I'm the future of content creating.
You are.
All right, I really am. No,
it's all about with your humility. It starts with the humility.
I can't even be arrogant right now. I'm trying to be arrogant. I can't.
Just
I
watch
start
my
laughing
wife
because
walk through to do something.
No, I just, I'm very proud of my ability to grow the channel the way I did. And without the support from you, Morph, Blue, Pastor Gaines, and you guys just like pushing my stuff, like do this, do that, change this, and just it took me a while to swallow my pride and be like, I need help. Yeah. There's nothing that I can't do. I've done it already, but how do I transition this stuff over to get better at it? And, taking that first, the scariest step was starting a new TikTok account, because you have no idea where it's going to go. You have no idea all this work you put in. Am I just doing the same shit that I was doing on my previous channel and it's not going to change? Right. I have not changed my content style. I found my formula. I found my gimmick, and it works. And it can be transitioned to anything. Mm-hmm. So I started using that formula, and I transitioned it to Cyberpunk. I actually did a Starfield video. They got 16,000 views.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I took it down because, it only got 16,000 views. That's my ignorance, by the way. Cause I'm like, wait, remember when I reached out to you, I was like, bro, I'm not accepting 10,000 views.
Well, take down all of our
response was like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, more. Just note to self: go take down all the Dadmode podcast videos off TikTok. Okay, we are not to the standard.
No, we're not.
But I sound really arrogant when I say this, but I do have a standard because I work so hard to get there. When I don't see a video doing 60,000 views, 50, 60, 70,000 views, I get concerned because I'm like, what did I do wrong on this video that I did on this video? And what did I change? So I do go back, and a lot of the videos that I got the most views have my goofy intro and my ending. So those videos are they might not see the ending, but that was the formula I was using that's successful. So I made some tweaks and changed it, and it's not as successful. So I just I get concerned about, I deserve to be where I'm at because I worked hard to get there, not because you're handing it to me. So you know how some people are just gifted and just get it, and it's like, oh, I made a video, 100 million views, I'm going viral. I got 100,000 followers my first day. That's great. It took me 3 years to get 20,000 followers.
Yeah.
But I'm going to brag a little bit, but it took me 60 days to get 20,000 followers
on the new account.
On the new account,
And you didn't even have to show skin to do it. In fact, I think your success came because you're not showing yourself at all.
That's what it is. I should do some twerk videos.
You channel.
We're gonna need to talk. We're gonna need to talk about this.
Hey, listen, I learned to twerk by watching all these strippers that I used to work with.
I was just gonna say opening TikTok on a new account.
These images in my head, Dan. No, God.
Yes. Hold on, I
got your eyes.
On that note, no.
I don't got fives, but I can just throw my cards out instead.
Smack the card on the table. Just smack it on the table.
You take payway.
So it's been awesome having you on here.
Thank you, sir. We didn't really talk about much. We just
we talked about a lot for 2 hours. So
it's been 2 hours.
Almost an hour and a half.
Holy shit! How long was Daily Dad on here for?
That same.
Not same, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes then. All right, guys, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
We'll get you back on again for sure.
If you guys need me to take over for Morph, just let me know.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds great.
You gotta ask Morph to let me know.
All right, I will.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later, man. I know.
Hey, thanks for tuning into the podcast today. If you like it, be sure to share it, leave comments, and we'll catch you next time on the Dadmode.